That is luxurious.
That smells like Narnia.
That hen's been on holiday somewhere nice and exotic. Lots of sunshine, lots of vitamin D.
Yeah, and that one's been to Weston-super-Mare. Action! Hello everybody, hello Mrs. B.
Hello.
High five, she my wife, she nice.
Welcome to the latest Cheap versus Steep, the playlist in which we...
make the same recipe, one with cheap ingredients and steep ingredients.
We do, and they are right there. And what is it we're making, Mrs. B, as I'm feeling so festive, my Christmas jumper that I've worn for years that I love?
Mince pies.
Mince pies! And boy, have we got some comparison for you. Let's get going. We're going to do homemade pastry that melts in the mouth, then use a store-bought mincemeat because the comparisons were crazy and enhance it. Is that right with you?
That sounds good to me.
So this is the bags that they gave me first of all. I just said, can I have a bag in Waitrose, the more expensive supermarket? And they gave me a bag for life. It's 50p. That must be if you ask for a bag, the standard bag they give you. So 50p. And if you can just imagine me in the supermarket last night in Baldy, try and lift that.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like it's gonna
break.
Yeah. But it was 10p, decompostable. So the bag alone was 5 times more. Oh yeah.
Nice and sturdy.
So we're gonna make the homemade pastry. First thing we need is some plain flour. You go to a budget supermarket, you get a big old bag like this.
Yeah.
45p.
45p, is that all?
For 1.5 kilos, but for 1 kilo at $3.99, you can get this crazy heritage flour that was probably milled on the back of a reindeer or something. It's actually made up the road from us as well, so hopefully I don't know the farmer. He might just chase me next time I see him.
I'm expecting amazing pastry with this kind of flour.
Yeah, look at it. To make pastry, you rub the flour and the butter together. Now remember this gold bar one from the previous one? This is 1.8 times more than standard butter. And spoiler alert, generally, we find that it doesn't make a difference. If you look at these two things in isolation, I mean, that is butter and this is butter. It's nice and soft. In it goes. All right, it has been literally 10 minutes and we're doing this thing, crumbling it between our fingers. I just hate that sensation. All right, sugar, 125 grams of that. Now cheap, that is basic granulated sugar, 8p.
The whole bag was 8p?
No, just that bit, mate. In comparison, this fair trade golden caster sugar, which they always say you should put in cakes actually as well. And you can see the difference there, look at that. That is 32p, so 4 times more than that, but it smells outstanding.
This is quite dark in colour.
Yeah, yours is more paler, but that's fine. I was saying about the appearance, this could really make massive changes.
Yeah.
Even more so, our favourite thing, the eggs.
Your favourite thing?
Yeah, this bit still amazes me.
15 eggs from caged hens.
We actually need 2 eggs, so one of them is going to go into the pastry. Oh, it's not a bad yolk. So these are some organic eggs with coloured shell. Oh, look at that! Little Christmas card. Oh wow! Look at that. That is amazing.
Oh my gosh, they are some posh eggs.
Those eggs are 58p each, so you can get 8 other eggs for the equivalent price for that. But they look amazing. They look. I mean, I'm not saying get the really expensive ones, but that's cool.
That is.
That's a lot of money for an egg, though, isn't it?
It is.
Buy a chicken. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. It never fails to amaze me. The really crazy thing is we're doing an egg wash with those eggs as well, so I really feel that's going to make a massive difference.
That hen's been on holiday somewhere nice and exotic. Lots of sunshine, lots of vitamin D.
Yeah, and that one's been to Weston-super-Mare.
Yeah, in the mud.
Well, our hometown. It's like, it really is like 2 different recipes. Like, so we just bring this together.
Okay.
And this will need to be chilled as one dough in a minute, but we're just going to make it one big old lump. Nice and rough together like that. In fact, that's actually quite rounded. I like that. How's your... Yes! So it's okay to be rough like this right now. We're going to wrap it in some cling film.
Oh, hang on, stop. You're going to break it. I just realised that's a...
Oh, right. We are going to chill this because it will make rolling it out easier. But just before you put it in, now that it's in some cling film, if you press it down a little bit, it will just give you a slightly flatter edge to start with before rolling. So, ready? Yeah, just give it a little... Yeah!
Oh, I liked my ball.
Pastry's chilling in the fridge then. I love that homemade feel of pastry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the mincemeat, we could have done it ourselves. We're gonna enhance it. So the recipe we use, they actually adds apples, some lemon zest and satsumas to the mincemeat base, right?
Yeah, okay.
First up is the apples. These are the most expensive apples I could find. They're called Jazz apples. Crisp with a pear drop sweetness.
Ooh.
Remember that pear word, okay? One of these apples
Yes.
is 56p.
56.
I would pay that for a good apple. I love a golden delicious, but you can get some pretty bad ones. But a good apple. So these are the cheap ones. 6 apples in the bag, and they come to 10p each. So just over 5 times more for these. Yeah, peeled, cored, and sliced into chunks. So Mrs. Beast is chopping the apples up. To stop them discolouring, we're going to submerge them in the mincemeat, okay? This basic jar of mincemeat, a rich and fruity mix of dried fruits, apple and mixed spices, 820 grams. For what we need is £1.30. Now, I don't know what it is. Maybe 820 grams is this thing with mincemeat, or it came from the same factory.
Oh.
I'm saying nothing, but I had to get 2 410 gram jars.
Okay.
820, right?
820, yeah.
Now these come to £4.28, 3.29 times more. Organic apple cider and walnut mincemeat with organic apples, apricots, walnuts, vine fruits and cider.
That sounds amazing. What's this one? Just your basic?
That's just like, hey, it could actually be generic mincemeat. That could be beef. Oh, look at that. There's not any sort of suet in that. They've got little lumps of the fat in there. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
That is luxurious.
That smells like Narnia. Let's shovel the budget mince. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Alright. What's the matter?
I just tried the bit of the apple spare. They are so sharp.
What, the Jazz ones?
No, the cheap ones.
Oh no.
No, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, look, you can see the specks of suet in there, but hey, I kind of expect that in a mince pie sometimes.
Cheap apple.
We've suddenly made the budget mincemeat look more gourmet. There we go. Oh, that smells like a Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
It smells so much more richer.
Yeah, that's
a lot of intense flavour going on there. I love how the cheap mince is just full of suet, whereas the more expensive one is like, yeah, we've got walnuts, there's a fruit party.
This feels so different to mix together.
But less
less
sticky. Yeah, that's what I felt when I was taking out the jar. It's kind of like
it just
smoother.
Oh my gosh, that is like, oh, I can smell the cider.
So the cheap, each lemon worked out at 13 pence, but they are actually waxed, which is what they do to lemons to preserve the coatings and the fruit itself. So some people do actually tend to like try and wipe the wax off before grating it. Wax on, wax off! Ah. Whereas these unwaxed lemons, you know it's posh because it says perfect to preserve or top a terrine. Yes, I think I'll just like chuck together a terrine. One of those lemons is 38 pence, but they are unwaxed, 2.9 times more expensive. But I tell you what, Mrs. B, all this zesting, that is making the budget stuff look good. These almost look like grapefruit, they're gigantic. I'm sure someone once told me that unwaxed is better for zesting and a waxed is better for juice.
It looks much easier to zest than what the cheap one was.
I wonder if it's because of the wax. Because you're effectively going, wee!
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it smells a lot stronger as well.
Yeah.
I can really smell that, whereas I couldn't smell that one.
Yeah, that one's like, let's just see if I have a go just off the board here. Oh yeah, it's sliding more. It's like you're trying to like zest a candle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the wax. I get that now.
I mean, it's all good, isn't it?
It is. It's all going to taste delicious.
That's my thinking. Is it going to be worth it?
Who knows?
Well, hopefully we will in about an hour's time, mate. Last up, satsumas. So we've got a bag of budget ones here. I love a satsuma during the winter. One of these satsumas, or they're actually 6 pence each, or 12 pence for 2. Okay, for the budget ones. Yeah. So we need 2, so 12p. Okay. Now these are some seedless Imamura satsumas. Look at them, look at the difference in the colour. The eating quality is excellent, a wonderful sweetness, rich flavour and balancing acidity.
Oh good, so I shouldn't be disappointed with these.
These should be amazing. 63p for 2 of them, or 31 pence each.
See, I don't mind paying more for a nice, if you know it's going to be nice.
Well, in general?
In general, but with an orange. I don't mind paying more for an orange.
No.
If I know I'm not going to take one segment and be like, oh, this is revolting.
I know what you mean. When you get that orange, it's like, ah, and you know, and sometimes you plough through and eat the rest of the orange, and other times you're like, I really wish I didn't buy that. So we'll both peel our cheap one. Oh, that feels so rough.
It's got to be said, this is one of the most tedious things ever. It's got to be. This is worse than doing the butter in the flour.
Yeah, it is up there.
Like, what's
I don't often slice a satsuma, to be honest. That is Christmas, isn't it? It's really vibrant. It's, again, the smell. I wish you guys could smell this, but that is just a lovely texture as well. You kind of want to do that. To be honest, you go to a Christmas fair, don't you? And you're like, oh yeah, I just have a mince pie, and you don't really think about it. You're like, oh, that was an okay one. It still tasted like a mince pie.
Some you think, oh, they just bought that off a supermarket shelf.
Not these. I don't know what these are going to turn out like. But in total, just to say, just to make these ingredients alone, so actually doing it per measurement, scaling it all out, the cheap shop came to £3.52 to make a big batch of mince pies. We're only going to do 6 of each, but you'd probably be able to make about 18 out of them. The steep, £13.51.
What?
So
£13.51?
Yeah, that is 3.8 times more.
That's a lot more.
It's time to load these cases up. How is it? All right? All good?
I think that's nice and thin.
Nice. Don't forget, folks, if you've missed any other cheap versus steep videos, we have a playlist, so do put on your sweatband, have a marathon at the end of this video. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are, so you can check out all new videos. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yes, this is us actually measuring our cookie cutters.
That's 9.
Mince pie making's getting serious.
Here we go. And pop it in.
Folks, there are some scenes that I should not film. All I'm going to say is Mrs. B is very passionate about making her cheap mince pies. Just trying to help, love.
Thanks, I appreciate your help when I ask for it.
It's like, oh, we could save time. I could help you cut the top. No. Oh my gosh.
That.
Who doesn't love an egg wash?
Just around the edges.
Just the edge so the lid can bite to it. Yeah. And then we'll do a bit on the top as well. Oh, yes. Bit of cheap sugar. That sounds so wrong, doesn't it? Cheap sugar.
Cheap sugar.
It's just sugar. I really don't think that's a huge difference. All right, Mrs. B, nice work on the cheap there. I'm going to do the same with the steep. We'll probably just jump. And just before baking all of them, we should just make a little slit in the tops. We're going to put it in the oven so it's cheap, steep, all right?
Okay.
They're going to go in for about 15 minutes.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, what are you thinking? What do you think is going to be best?
I don't know. I'm wondering if the pastry on the cheap is going to be nice, but the filling on the steep, better. That's my feeling. It's going to be a mix.
Oh my gosh. Yes, they have become quite similar looking, but I would say the steep slightly darker in colour. Christmas in a tray.
Yes.
And I guess it all comes down to the taste.
Yeah. So here's the cheap.
Cheap.
Oh, there's a crunch. I feel like Paul Hollywood or something.
Oh. Mrs. B, that is a mince pie. Come on now.
That looks good. Here's a steep. Oh,
Oh.
that's a crunchier pastry.
Oh, sorry, I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Oh. A bit more of like a lid on that
I
one.
just got a waft of like the cider.
It's interesting how the lid is kind of puffed slightly there, isn't it, on that one?
Oh yeah.
But nicely filled, both of them. I can't be honest, yours looks more like a traditional pie. So should we go cheap first?
Yes.
That is very sweet.
That's really nice.
That is really good. Yeah. It melts in the mouth, that's what we wanted. But that enhancement of adding the fresh fruit and the lemon to that mincemeat has actually packed a punch. This is going to have to be sensational.
I really like this.
Yeah.
That was yummy.
That really was. That's so good.
That pastry.
Yeah. The mincemeat almost becomes like a passing thing, but it was very sweet. Almost slightly too much, which is maybe where this could change that.
Maybe.
That is really good. That mince might not be for you, is that?
I don't know.
You don't know. If you don't know, then that's the winner. Your initial reaction for that was amazing, and you're not sure about that.
That was a traditional mince pie, but this is a little bit different. It's not as rich as I was thinking.
We have been mulling this over off camera for about 5 minutes. Like, the whole point for cheap versus steep for us is just to see if whether justifying that upgrade of occasionally going luxurious on the ingredients is worth it.
But to be fair, I think it is in this case, because how many times a year do you make mince pies? Like, you make them once or twice a year,
Yeah.
don't you? You make them at Christmas, so maybe it is worth paying them more for the mince because it's Christmas.
The mincemeat alone was 3.29 times more the price, but it can justify it. I feel like that is worth it. The other one, it's just tasted like syrup.
Maybe if we had a combo of the cheap pastry and the expensive mincemeat, that would kind of balance it out. And
That was
a good combo.
exactly what I was going to say. So should we agree on that?
Yes. Okay.
Right, that's the perfect combination. Hope you do try this recipe either way, and do let us know any cheap versus steep you'd like to see in future. Someone did suggest a Christmas dinner recently, which I think would have been good, but quite intense, and we'll probably do a roast dinner later on in the year. And I felt like something like a mince pie is just something so simple, and you're thinking, wow, how can it be so different? And I think this has really proved it today. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and cheers, Mrs. B.
Thank you.
My wife, she nice.
Got all the notes, baby, like a treble clef. Cooking up this song like the naked chef. I know what you're thinking, British guy drinking tea, but I'm gangster British, baby. I prefer chickpeas.
These dogs don't like mince pies, do you?
Amy would disagree with you on that one. That time we came home and I'd left a bag of Christmas goodies on the floor in a carrier bag.
Oh.
We went out, came back, and there was an open box of mince pies.
Yes, she'd broken into a box that was freshly, not opened, yeah.
And she'd eaten 6 mince pies and left all the foils over the floor.
Yeah, she's very selective.
And we could tell it was her because her stomach was just like bulging.
Oh yeah, that dog walk for the next few days was interesting. But also the raisins or whatever that are in there are actually quite dangerous for dogs. So we were worried about her, poor thing.
She was quite poorly, wasn't she?
Yeah, she looked like a big Christmas barrel.
Oh, I don't know how she didn't.
Well, I walked her a long way, I'll tell you that.
Gosh.